Let's turn our attention to the Bengals. Week one, Browns will open at home against Bengals. Browns film breakdown.com, you had some storylines. Take us through what you think the main ones of this game against Bengals are.
Both teams, I talked about this with a guest I had yesterday on my show. Both teams want to win week one badly. Now, that sounds very, elementary to say, but the Bengals have one win in the first 2 weeks of the season. This is kind of a crazy statistic that tells a story about where they've been to start season. So since 2019, they've only had one win in the first 2 weeks of those seasons combined. It's crazy to say. They don't win early games. They are traditionally slow starters. They had their best start in 21, the year they went to the Super Bowl. They went like 4-2 in the first 6, but the first 2 weeks are a struggle for them. They just start slow. Now, myriad factors that get you there. Joe Burrow had a calf injury 1 year, was recovering from ACL surgery early in his career. So his second year was ACL. Then he had the calf injury that lingered into when the Browns came in. He had the hand injury he's dealt with, and then 1 year he had an appendicitis issue come up, right, where he had to have that removed. So it hasn't helped them that their quarterback has not been going through camps healthy, right? And this year's different, though. This is the first year Burrow hasn't had anything going on into camp and throughout camp and got through it healthy, and they really turned up the heat on reps for their guys, both in camp and in preseason, where we saw their starters playing a lot. They want to win week 1 and 2. They know that they got themselves into a situation last year where they couldn't catch up by the end of the year because they started 1-4. So they want to win week 1. They're vocal about it. They lost to New England week 1 just last year, a team that they're clearly far better than. And the Browns know that they have to win this one too. It's a brutal 6-game stretch to start the year, including going to Baltimore week 2. The Browns know the history with the Bengals. They have traditionally played them really well and have won a vast majority of home games against Cincinnati. Usually those games are a little more what we call heightened, right? Thursday night football or Monday night football or something. But this is week 1. Even though it's a 1 o'clock kick, it's still pretty heightened. So I think the Browns arrive into this game with a lot of confidence that they have beat this team in the past. They can do it again. But you're not going to get a sleepwalking Bengals team, so they're going to be ready to go. So that's the first storyline. The second is just, it's a couple key factors. How well do the Bengals protect against the Browns' strength? The Browns' strength is their defensive line. The Bengals are kind of, trying to solidify things. The right tackle spot with Mims is going into his second year. Marius Mims, is he going to be able to play well against the right McGuire combo, or when Miles is on that side? And then they kind of have a little bit of a rotational situation at right guard. They signed Dalton Risner. Is he going to be out there? Is he not? Then the left guard situation is a rookie, Dylan Fairchild. So, yeah, they have some questions up front. Can they protect Joe well enough to start this game, keep themselves in neutral situations against the Browns' perceived strength, right? And then on the other side is how good is their defense that's kind of been rewritten. They went from Luana Rumo now to Al Golden, and if their defense is going to be competent. The preseason didn't evoke a bunch of confidence. They just got Trey Hendrickson back late. That obviously helps. Without him on the field, their defense is significantly worse. So he'll play. How ready is he to play 40 snaps? We'll see. But he'll play. And otherwise, though, it's a bunch of high picks for them that have not panned out. So it's just, again, can the Browns muster up 24 to 27 points? And can they keep Cincinnati below that threshold by really getting after Burrow and making him uncomfortable? So those are the big storylines. I can't wait to watch them.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I have watched the Bengals preseason games. The run defense, and it was their number one unit. It was gashed. So we'll see if they fix it.